It's funny because Jonah Hill obviously is in one of these movies, and Don Johnson's daughter was just in the movie I just watched right before we got on.
Which is
The greatest film ever made, as I was just telling Matt. Sam, why are y'all acting like you don't? When
How
I
do you
say
not
the
know?
greatest movie
Moulin
ever
Rouge.
made, you should know immediately what I'm talking about.
Yeah, especially when he said Dakota Johnson.
Madam Web, Sam.
Oh, okay, okay.
I
I can't
mean,
believe you. I never expected you to put yourself through that. So
I
welcome,
have been
last time.
dying to watch that movie for the last 2 years. I couldn't wait to see it.
It is
I didn't
quite
have to.
fantastic,
Say what?
or it is quite marvelous, if you will.
Say that again?
It's it's
That
Madam Web,
madam,
bitch.
that madam, she sure can spin a web.
You know, it really is the sequel to 50 Shades of Grey because she's using them webs as BDSM kind of ropage.
Oh, hell yeah.
So
They just didn't show that part.
yeah, automatic
Um,
5 stars though.
if I could give it 6 stars, I would. I mean, I've never seen anything better.
How are y'all doing today?
And it's been a day.
hmm It's been a day.
Word.
My fruit fly infestation has reached a peak. I like literally can't go in my kitchen anymore
Damn.
because they're fucking
They're
everywhere.
everywhere.
The Candyman's coming to get you.
Literally.
Well, so who's the Candyman? Because he has bees. Who's like the
Yeah.
version of Candyman with
Well, you
fruit
see,
flies?
I haven't seen
Um.
Disclosure Day yet, but I'm just imagining that like
Oh, the version
fire
of
pop.
Candyman that has fruit flies is Fruit Man. Yes,
Interesting. I
Starring
see.
Tom
Mr.
Hanks
Rotten Apple.
Does he
That's the
also have a
tagline for
hook
the
for a
movie.
hand?
And Isaac Cappy. Isaac Cappy Supremacy.
Hmm.
Oh my god. So you saw my review, Jackson. Matt, I watched Legally Blonde like a day or two ago,
Well,
which
Sam,
prominently
this is an
features
intervention. We're here to get you help.
What did you say? What did you say? I didn't see your review.
it prominently features Ted Beneke from Breaking Bad. But I was losing my shit, and Jackson is right. I have some sort of disease or disorder slowly eating my brain because I called him Ted Benadryl, and then called the movie Legally Cousins for the preceding 30 minutes instead of Legally Blondes.
Legally Cousins is pretty funny too.
So
Yep.
wonderful experience, but it made me realize I have a problem. So
That's the first and most important step, Sam, is admitting you have a problem.
yes, now
Now we can
believing
get you
that
help.
is a whole other story.
So what?
Now believing that is a whole other story.
Oh man. But I will take this opportunity to just put it out there. See the Odyssey as soon as you can.
I
It
really need
is
to. I just don't know how I can get 3 hours into this week.
well, you got to mourn Ironhide first,
Yes,
and then you can once your mourning period is over, you can go see it.
I can't believe I
I have to
found that
see it in the
meme
IMAX
from
70
Instagram.
millimeter, and it broke down apparently over the weekend.
Damn.
Damn.
So I'm in a lull until they fix it. If they haven't already fixed it, I haven't
I'm
checked.
going back tomorrow to see it in IMAX a second time, so I am very excited.
Bitch.
But yeah, it's
That's why
it's
Troy
something
is
else.
last place in the polls, you fuck.
So what?
That's why Troy is last place in the polls, you fuck.
Give it time, motherfucker. We'll
Granted,
see
I
who
did
comes
just
out
post
on
it in
top.
the Action Movies Reddit page, so hopefully that helps. And there is no fucking Reddit page for Eric Bogosian, Talk Radio, Oliver Stone. So I put it in the 80s films. And then Summer of Sam, there is absolutely fucking shit, except for the Spike Lee one. And then you have to be approved by the moderators, which is fucking bullshit.
Uh,
So
well, post it in the Eric Bana
there is
subreddit,
not an
and
Eric
then
Bana
Hey,
Reddit
I
page.
just
you
voted for Talk Radio, and that one's in the lead so far.
Fuck
I'm
you.
gonna unvote. I'm unvoting for it, so by the end of the season, I can like go and do my whole
I
thing.
was about to say you
But
cunt.
I do. I wanted to check on that one. I was like, I'm curious. Most of the
Mhm.
time, I haven't checked on like Independence Day or Lizzie McGuire or anything like that. I just know Lizzie McGuire's leading the polls.
Yeah. Well, I've got at least one so far this season
You got
that's
two or three.
leading the man with the golden arm is still in the lead last time I checked.
You got Man with the Golden Arm. You got Obsession,
Of course.
and The Trial is in
Hell
there.
yeah!
Fuck yes. And I'm just telling you something right now. I don't know when it's going to be, But Matt, I'm gonna beat you at your own game. I got a pick all lined up, and yep, I know for a fact it's gonna win the polls. So I'm
Unless if I
taking
just intentionally pick a more popular movie.
I'm gonna take a cue out of your book.
Oh,
No, you know what? My backup's gonna be when you do that. I'm gonna pick The Dark Knight. I'm just gonna win.
I still think mine might get more,
I just
but we'll see.
imagining Jackson, you dribbling a ball and running and just fucking slam dunking the board so hard it shatters on Matt's head and he just flops down. He does the Family Guy thing where his arms behind his back.
That's the plan.
Is it gonna be like Forrest Gump? I'm trying to think of what it's gonna be.
Oh no, it'll it's in the similar vein to one of your most recent picks.
Oh, okay.
So
All right.
I'd say
you'll
we're
know.
being very pro women this season, though, so far.
I think we are going through a bit of a teenage girl phase this season, all of us.
Yeah, especially with Sticky. I wasn't expecting that to be such like that kind of movie, and I was like, oh, nice, this is fun.
I did.
Hmm.
But we'll get
Yep. We've all had at least one like teenage girl movie pick so far this season.
hell
And God damn it, if any of you care about me at all, if you care about my well-being, you will vote for Xenon Z3 because God damn it, I just can't live in a world where that movie's in last place. I
uh,
can't do it. There will not be a season five if that doesn't happen.
for
We just
numerous
bury you with a
Complete
copy of
evil.
Xenon. Z. We
Say
just bury
what?
you with a copy of Xenon Z3. That's like the opening is us burying you.
he tricks us into getting together for the season 3 or 4 finale and then pulls out a fucking chest bomb just like Chris Cooper and Z3
My
is like
tombstone
the
just says
bomb.
Zega Omega.
Yeah.
It's
And
like
then you
we're
just
putting you
explode
down in the
into flames.
tombstone or putting you down in the grave, and then like halfway down, you just start banging on it. You're like, hey, it's
Just
over.
just Beatrix kiddoing the shit out of
And then
it.
the grenade explosion happens and then the camera falls over and it's just like dust and rubble and our corpses.
I think we all know in our hearts that's how this show is going to end.
Yep.
If you can, ladies and gentlemen, what I want you to do is, of course, picture this. And I was watching this movie and I said to myself, I know for a goddamn 100% fact.
I am not a crook. I have never been a crook. And I will never be a crook.
Fuck it, I will rent it. I don't care.
It's really on me. As James Cameron said, the Navi hang dong like donkeys.
This is the 3 for 3 podcast.
Oh, you motherfucker.
How does it end?
What you gotta look up is why is the internet debating whether Nancy Reagan gave good head?
Oh my god! I was not expecting that turn. What the fucking... What the hell?
Send me the goddamn quote of him saying that.
What the fuck? Kind of pissed me off they put the shit porn over that.
It's a bunch of goddamn fucking bullshit is what it is. Bags up, everybody. Bags up, feet up, coming through. There have been a lot of times where I tried to slide it out without breaking the cookie. Didn't quite work. Like, don't put this shit on us.
I was like, we didn't
You motherfucker. And what is that movie about? Fuck if I know, man. Honestly.
Amen
to
that.
It's just a...
That's been a 3 for 3, my friends.
picture this.
3 for 3. Now that's really cool.
Welcome to the 3 for 3 podcast. I am your host this week, Samuel Holler, coming in hot and fine, feeling great. And I'm joined today by two constituents, two people of great importance in my life, two balls supporting this shaft. And their names are Matthew Patterson and Admiral Jackson, Admiral Workman. So,
Sam, I'm just going to tell you right now. If you keep getting my name wrong, you're going to get zapped,
oh man, I might like that. That's an issue.
you bastard. So keep it up.
It'll be my inner Marty Supreme roleplay fantasy that I've had buried inside all year. But yes, we're here to celebrate a momentous occasion on the 3 for 3 podcast. We just hit, as of this, our big 9-0. We can't believe we're here for 90.
Wow, I didn't realize this was episode 90.
Yeah,
That's
Only
crazy.
10 more till 100. That's gonna be nuts.
That's
wild.
fucking
Like,
insane.
how did we get here?
Genuinely.
One of
It's
us
been almost 2 years.
surely should have died before this
Yep.
point, but
Mm.
some of us
I almost
have.
died from a hurricane. I almost died from a couple of meth heads and Satanists at work. I almost
Your
died from
place
the
flooded.
police. I almost died from fruit flies. A lot of things have tried to kill me in the past 2 years.
Your place flooded.
It did.
So,
It did. I just want to put this out there, by the way, because I never followed up on that. Fuck Tons of Rentals, the company that we rented from. Avoid them at all costs. They are the worst company on the face of the fucking planet. It took literally 2 months we lived in that fucking apartment without them doing anything to fix it. Till the day we moved out, we only had half of a goddamn apartment because they never came in to fix anything. We left for 2 weeks to let them fix it, and when we got back, absolutely nothing had changed. So, eat shit, Tons of Rentals.
and fuck you, Robert Meyer Burnett.
And John Campia.
Yes, indeed. Well,
And Britain.
yeah, and Britain.
Just while we're at it.
And Steven Seagal. And
Richard Nixon.
whoever else.
Richard Nixon's in the Hall of
Richard
Shame.
Nixon. Yes, he's up there at this point. Old Tricky Dick.
So, which is weird because now the Hall of Shame contains Tricky Dick and Steven Seagal, each of having 3 appearances.
Very true. Tricky Dick, though, he worked for it. 3 different
Yeah.
episodes across 3 different seasons.
He did. And my season 4 Tricky Dick film is going to be wild. But yeah.
Benny Hopkins one?
No, but I'm really excited.
I think there's
It is continuing this theme of adolescent teenage girl situations. But
Interesting.
yeah. So we're here with three movies. Not the 3 movies I expected to be talking about today, but the 3 movies we got. And so, to kick it off, for a long time coming, and I mean a long time, it should have been a long time ago. Oh, that's an ad. Don't listen to the ad. Sorry, I need to get YouTube.
I thought it was gonna be montage music from Stick It.
Oh man, that was it. God damn it. Choo choo. See, it wouldn't be a Sam episode if it wasn't off the rails, but you fucks. Because Sir Jackson is going to be taking us away with this lovely,
Oh, shit.
lovely
You got it on Blu-ray.
film. My
Good deal.
Kino Lorber.
Good shit.
So,
Well, yes, everybody. As Sam said, this is a long time coming. This is a pick that I very badly tried to get on in season 3, but it did not fit. So here it is in season 4 at long last, because God damn it, I can't believe it's been a year and it's taken this long to get John Frankenheimer back on this goddamn podcast. This is a long time fucking coming. Needed to happen after seconds. And so, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time this episode, I want you to picture this. It is World War II, and you are a Nazi, but not just any Nazi. You are a Nazi who is being played by the motherfucking goddamn greatest actor of all time, Paul goddamn Schofield, the motherfucking goat, and a fellow Danforth. I salute you, good sir, as from one Danforth to another. Inside joke, but you get at least half that joke. But for those of you in the audience, but he is a colonel who has decided, hey, this museum that has all these famous paintings, these priceless paintings, I really like these fucking paintings. These paintings are really fucking cool. I'm going to take them all for myself. You can't have them anymore, France. I'm taking them all back to Germany where they will truly be appreciated. But you know who's not a fan of that? The French resistance. They don't like that one bit. And so they are tasked with saving all of these paintings from the Nazis. The Nazis have put them onto this train, you see, and they're going to have to try to stop this train without blowing it up or destroying the paintings. And who is the man? The one man who will lead the charge? to free these paintings. The other greatest actor of all goddamn time, Burt motherfucking Lancaster himself. I mean, fucking hell, with the two of them in this movie. I mean, it just couldn't possibly get any better. What a dynamic duo. That's just too much talent for one movie. Except, on their way to try to stop the train, a third person appears. And who could that be? It's a French innkeeper who helps them out. This is like her fifth goddamn movie on this show. She has quietly crept into the Hall of Fame over time. Miss Jeannie Goddamn Moreau, who we've already had on, I think, twice this season. So she's been showing up a lot recently. And if that isn't the most elite triple threat I've ever seen right there, is the three of them in one movie. I mean, goddamn, I don't know what is. And we have other people, you know. The dad from 400 Blows is in this as well as like the guy who's helping Burt Lancaster the whole fucking movie. Did not realize that was him until after the movie was over, and it blew my mind to kind of find that out. And a lot of other fucking people. They got to stop the Nazis from taking art decades before George Clooney does it. And not as entertaining that time. This is the good version of that movie, I would say. And you got all kinds of shit. You got action, you got suspense, you got drama. You got Burt Lancaster and Paul Scofield playing the biggest cat and mouse game you've ever seen. Which one of them will win? Well, you can either watch to find out, or you can listen to us talk about it in just a second. That is John Frankenheimer's The Train. And before I say what I think, I'm gonna let you two take this train right on down the tracks and go into it yourselves.
Sam, do you want to start or okay? So I watched this movie 2 times in the span of 4 weeks because there was one time where I thought Jackson had already picked this movie.
So you lied. You said you hadn't seen it already.
Yeah, I lied. I don't even know why at that point. I think I was just like, I don't want to make you feel bad, but I was like, yeah, I watched it.
Whoops.
Anyways, so I watched it twice, knowing how like good it was going to be, but I feel like I paid more attention to it the second time. But man, John Frankenheimer is just a great director, and every shot he does is great. He builds tension so well. Like you said, Jackson, the actors in this were just killing it. I honestly didn't expect it to be as involved as it was. I thought it was going to be more like a train is like getting hijacked or something, and they got to like stop it. And it's a lot more like intellectual than I expected. But I love that. I love the tricks they played. I'm sure we'll get into it more, but like when they are tricking I think it's Paul Scofield into like believing they're going the right way, and they literally had that freaking banner tied to the smokestack, and I was like, I actually didn't see that coming. I was like, oh shit. And just all the stuff they did to like hide everything was great. But now this movie's a fucking classic. I'm glad you picked it. Sam?
Yeah, I want to shout out fucking Maurice, fucking goddamn Jair Har, goated fucking composer, which is one of my favorite parts of this goddamn movie because for a 2 hour plus movie, this movie fucking flies by in some weird ways, and I think the music really helps with that. But nothing, I stress nothing, is as funny to me as Paul Scofield riding in that little side motor car in his PJs, acting like an angry Nazi trying to kill Burt Lancaster after flipping the fuck out from the train crash. The action in this movie is so fucking fun, and it's just like exactly why Frankenheimer does everything he does afterwards, and how masterfully he can put it together. Does not hold a candle to how fucking perfect Seconds is, but that's okay. It's a whole different movie. It's a whole different vibe. It does its fucking thing. It's in and out, and it's gorgeous as fuck to watch because the cinematography and the black and white just fucking are lovely.
I'm pretty sure the miniatures in this movie too go off too.
Oh, no miniatures, my friend. They used real goddamn trains to do all those stunts.
Really? Okay, because I was like looking at it and I'm like, I figured like they were just small, miniatures, but I'm like, that's crazy.
But that's the cool thing, is
it's a dirty.
They.
I was thinking like with the air raid scene when they get blown up.
Well, maybe that part because they were exploding. What?
Yeah, they're exploding.
Yeah,
I was about to say, that's the specific part I was talking about.
I was reading about it, and Frankenheimer insisted that they use real trains for like everything. Like the parts where like the scene where the one train crashes into the other train, like that was 100% real. And they only had one take that they could do it in, and they set up seven fucking cameras, and they got that shit in one take. So, and it apparently made the budget go up quite a bit, but he insisted, and that's why he's the GOAT, because he's like, nope, this has to look real. This has to
Do
be,
that shit. It's
it's
a
a movie
fucking
about a
hustle,
train. We got to use real
especially
goddamn trains.
the moment where
So,
his like partner just gets lined up and he's begging for him to be freed, and then just gunned down like the dog he was, because
mhm.
4 francs is 4 fucking francs.
Oh God, yeah, that scene was sad as fuck. But so
It
I
did
will
seem a
just
little stupid to keep the pennies in your pocket, though. I was like, you wouldn't have thrown it. Like, he had time to like just
Put it in
throw
your
them.
hat.
I mean, I know
he
he said
even
four francs, but that was some bullshit. He was just,
he even said that. He was like, "You're stupid. Why didn't you just throw it away?" And he's like,
yeah.
4 francs is 4 francs, my friend."
But yeah, I know. But I'm like, I don't know. That did seem like he was being a little forgetful, but
Yeah.
unless he wanted to get caught.
I just don't think he gave a shit at that point. He was more just like, "I don't give a fuck. Kill me. I don't care." But yeah,
True sign
he
of a real
but
rebel.
exactly. Um and am I
Viva la
mistaken or
revolution!
Viva la Revolution. Yeah, so this was, as I said, a long time coming. I'd been dying to get another movie of John Frankenheimer's on here for a long time, and I just kind of I had several I could choose from, and I just picked this one because well, I mean, I'd heard good things, but mainly because Paul Scofield was in it, and I just love him, and he will be back later this season. There's no doubt. But yeah, as Sam said, this definitely did not reach the heights of seconds, but god damn, was it a fun movie. I really enjoyed it a lot. I watched it under duress, extreme duress, because I was
Same.
sitting here fighting for my life with fruit flies swarming me every 5 seconds, and I could barely fucking enjoy myself. Nevertheless, I did very much enjoy the movie. I thought it was incredible from the first scene. I was like, oh, old Johnny boy, old Johnny Franks, he's locking in. He's locking the fuck in with the shots, with the atmosphere, with the cinematography. Bro's going in. And he just held that fucking, he held my attention when the fruit flies weren't trying to take it away for the whole rest of the movie. I was just so invested in them freeing the paintings and them like the cat and mouse element of it was the most interesting part of it to me. No, it is pretty much impossible to outact Burt Lancaster, but he did it. Like he legitimately is the best part of the movie. Like every fucking line he's got, I completely believed him. Everybody, Jeannie Moreau's great too, but even the smaller characters like Albert Remy, the dad from 400 Blows, is fantastic. I love that scene where they're like meeting in secret and Burt Lancaster's like, it's just two of you. Like that's only two. And he's like, well, that's a pretty good start, you know. I was like, that's the spirit of the movie right there. You know, just like they don't give a shit what the odds are, how many of them. They're gonna fucking die trying. You know, that I love that. And Michelle Simon, who plays the old train conductor who gets shot,
That
was
was
one of my favorite parts of the movie. He was so goddamn good, and I love just like Burt Lancaster's trying to tell him to stop. He's like, "Get the fuck off my train, god damn it!" It just shoves him off, keeps on going. I was like, "That's pretty badass." But yeah, it's all really good. The one thing I do wish that they had done a little bit more was kind of just go into why they care about the painting so much like enough to risk their life for him. But that's the only little thing. Like I loved it. Again, technically it was so well directed. The train stunts were all very well done. God damn that action scene where they're like trying to get to the tunnel, and he
yeah.
slams on the brakes and like gets himself stuck in that tunnel. I loved that. I was on the edge of my fucking seat worrying that they were going to get shot.
Having such
And
high in energy, and then having like the climax of the movie almost kind of revolve around him quietly waiting to blow up the tracks was a really cool like change of action.
well, and the crazy thing that I didn't even realize until I like, read it afterwards was Burt Lancaster does not speak for the last 30 minutes of the movie. Like his last line is when they're trying to paint the top of the train car and he yells at his friend like, "Get down," That's the last line he's got. Like the whole rest of the movie is like 30 minutes long and he doesn't say a word. but you're still completely gripped and with him the entire fucking time. And that to me, again, just tells you like how gripping the plot is and how much you're invest. Like when he's rolling down that hill and like fucking loosening the train tracks and the bolts and everything, I was just so with him the whole time. And then that final confrontation is great too, where Paul Schofield's just like, you don't even, you got lucky. You didn't beat me. You don't even know what you did. You can't even appreciate this art. Like, and then he just fucking shoots him and that's it. It's so great.
No, I had only seen this once before, so I was really glad to rewatch it because I got to really like dive heavily into the story because I feel like the first time I was kind of taken aback by how striking visually a lot of it was. Jackson, are you frozen?
My friend.
Now you're back.
Was I frozen?
You were frozen.
God damn it. Well,
it's accusing me immediately.
Well,
Matt was.
When have I ever frozen, Sam? Name one time. Name one time.
What was the Alpha Dog episode? That was the worst time I've ever crashed.
For whatever reason, your Wi-Fi was just killing itself that episode. But
I mean, yeah, like when I was like watching this, I was like, no way they got this crazy of stunts and stuff like that for the time being, and it's like they did, and it's just it worked so well.
Like almost $7 million budget. It's pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Well, again, the reason why is because it was supposed to be smaller, but Frankenheimer like insisted that they do all the stunts for real. And apparently he only got the directing job at the last minute because Arthur Penn, the director of Bonnie and Clyde and lots of other stuff, was supposed to do it. But Burt Lancaster did not like his version of the movie, so he had him fired and replaced with John Frankenheimer 3 days into filming. So, yeah. And apparently the difference is his version was going to be more like, I guess, kind of character and dialogue driven, where they were going to go into more of like, the reasons for doing it. And then Frankenheimer's version was more like action oriented, which is what Burt Lancaster wanted. So, and hey, it worked out. It was a great movie, incredibly well made. Yes. If there's one thing that motherfucker knows how to do, it's direct a movie. I mean, genuinely. All three of his movies I've seen, the technical mastery is just like off the charts.
I still haven't seen Manchurian Candidate. I'm sorry.
I recommend it. I still haven't seen the remake. I'd like to see that.
I've seen the remake, and I actually really enjoyed it, but it's probably because I haven't seen the original.
I've heard good things about it.
Oh, yeah.
We have 4.5 minutes. I don't know if we should... Is there any final thoughts you guys have on the train, or are we about to roll this thing along Thomas the Tank Engine style?
That's it. I feel like more people need to watch this movie, and it needs to be talked about a little more because I didn't really know about it. I think I might have seen like the poster once before, but I don't think I've ever actually like known that much about it until I saw it, and I was like, hell yeah. I mean, John Frankenheimer, I kind of knew was going to be goated because of Seconds, but still.
It was a random thing. I was scrolling through just the new arrivals at McKay's, and it just caught my eye. I was like, that train? Pulled it out, saw the cover. I was like, fucking bet.
Quick sidebar, but it's funny because you're KL Studio Classics. They just released Talk Radio, I think, in 4K. And I was like, I was talking about that, but apparently, like, I literally went to the store the next day and saw it, and I was like, huh.
What are the chances?
Yeah, that's how I was like, oh.
Right,
like, I guess I spoke too soon.
You heard it.
That's cool.
Send Matt a copy of Talk Radio for him to review on this cast, and send Jackson his copy of The Mask that Matt and I have acquired, and he still needs to get via God damn it, the company just left my brain.
Arrow Video.
Arrow Video, thank you. Yeah, Arrow Video. Our eyes are on you. Well, if anything in the last 30 minutes, or not 30 minutes, 30 seconds of this conversation, or the last 89 episodes of this goddamn show, you've come to learn as an audience member that we're some funny people. Or maybe we're some really unfunny people. Maybe we have some issues. But don't we all? And that is our next pick for this episode of the podcast. Take it away, good sir.
Yes. My choice this week was Judd Apatow's 2009 heart-wrenching epic, funny people. Starring almost everyone you can think of. It's got such a stacked cast. Adam Sandler as George Simmons, basically playing himself as a movie star who gets a very rare disease that's a form of leukemia that's almost untreatable, therefore plunging him into a deep depression. And where does this depression lead him? To the comedy club! Because he wants to do some jokes like he used to in the old days instead of becoming some movie star hack. Which is hilarious because they literally he's calling himself out, which is great. And then you run into Seth Rogen and Jonah Hill and Aziz Ansari. And they're doing their little comedy act. You go on, you do yours, you get really depressing, you get really fucked up. Seth Rogen comes on after and just kind of rims you a new asshole a little bit. Not too bad, but just enough. You see him and Jonah Hill and you're like, hey, maybe these guys should write some jokes for me. They're the new blood. Seth Rogen's a piece of shit and lies about it. And even though it makes sense, but also fuck him. And he's living with Jonah Hill, who's a better writer than he is. And Jason Schwartzman, who's playing some tool on a TV show. And that TV show also happens to have Bo Burnham on that shit.
Yes.
Yo, teach!
Yes.
And then you live next door to this hottie that's Aubrey Plaza, of course. And Jason Schwartzman gives you 11 days before he just goes at her. And he gave you 2 weeks, but you're too busy hanging out with George Simmons, writing jokes for him, flying on private jets, watching James Taylor say fuck Facebook in the face. Or just fuck Facebook, I think is all he says. And you get caught up in this life, dealing with your dying boss. But then he gets better. And right as he gets better, guess who he starts hitting up? His ex. And now him and her are having oral behind none other than Eric Bana's back. And he's the one Australian
You wouldn't like him when he's angry.
No.
Oi.
Because he taught his kids Mandarin. Baba booyao.
Baba booyao.
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 Booyao. And then they're like, it's like that one scene from Deer Hunter. That actually. That But, and then you realize what an asshole you are for trying to break up a marriage with a girl that you had a chance with, but screwed up. And Seth Rogen, you understand that you're just trying to be a good guy, but you're turning out to be kind of like your dickhead boss who was dying. And then, after a series of unfortunate events, you end up writing jokes together in a deli. Just like it should be. Spoiler, but This movie is very long. I forgot how long it was until I started it, and Jackson, you're right. But it's kind of an epic tale. Depressing tale. And I remember seeing this when it was in theaters, and I thought it was pretty funny. But now I look at it, I'm like, this is funny, but not like the way I thought it was. Like, I didn't laugh at any of the dick and ball jokes. But some of the more, like, smarter jokes I was getting, and also I was just sad. And Adam Sandler decided to do this movie over Inglourious Bastards, just to point that out. He could have been the Bear Jew and decided to do this instead, which
would have been
I
a
get
good
it.
thing to ever happen, but
I know that I was about to say that would have been the most, that would have been amazing. But they made this movie instead. You know what? It's not bad. I enjoyed it still. I just thought it was a lot more serious this time than I used to think it was. And I didn't laugh at some of the more juvenile jokes, but then some of the other ones I still got. I will say this. As a kid, and to this day I even laughed at it when I saw it, the Aziz Ansari Cold Stone Creamery bit. Where he's like it, love it, gotta have it. I still love that shit, even though I realized it was a little more cringe. But back in the day, that shit was the funniest thing I'd ever seen. Just to put that out there, because I saw it in theaters. And also Adam Sandler fucking that girl doing the merman chant and trying so hard not to laugh. Like, you can just see him, like, literally just holding back his laughter the whole time. I don't know. This movie it's really heartfelt in my opinion. It goes a little bit wonky in the second half, but the unrated version I think kind of makes that a little more make sense. But I don't know, man. before I give it up, I'm just gonna say Eminem and Ray Romano are the funniest scene partners I've ever met. Like I've ever
Best
witnessed.
moments in the entire film is that.
Well, Matt, before I let Sam take it away, I got a question for you. Well, you think you're too good to work at autos? You think you're too good for autos? This gave me a job. This gave me my career. Okay, this gave me my job. Like you think you're too
Auto's
good
my lotto.
Auto's my lotto, baby. And if you got a ticket for me, you got to get one for my bitch too. So I'm just gonna
Was
put
that a
that out
haiku?
there.
Was that out of the Ghost Dog book?
Man, my respect, Adam Sandler. That's all I'm gonna say.
I love it when he takes his phone out and takes a picture of him. He's like, "Oh shit."
That's the third movie I've seen RZA in this year. It's very strange how he keeps following me around,
What's
but
the
not
one?
really, because Wu-Tang Forever, bitch.
What was the one that was not on the cast?
Scary Movie 3.
Ah, hell yeah.
Matt's frozen.
Yes, he is. It's happening.
Did I freeze this time?
Yeah,
Yep.
one by one.
Okay. Well, it's funny because I saw you got both of you freeze, and I was like, "Oh, must be like me if both of you are frozen."
I'm infecting you both.
The entity is coming for us.
It knows I've watched the Digger trailer way too many times, and it's like, you need to stop right the fuck now. Matt, my memory of you showing me this movie back in like 2012 is amazing because you had that giant fucking TV upstairs in your room, and we sat like right in front of this fucking screen and experienced what at the time I found to be absolutely goddamn hilarious. And as you stated, I much now find the first half of this movie devastating, and it is amazing, and it is a great hour and a half potential. And then he gets better, and I'm like, fuck, Cameron Diaz is my girl. You know what I mean? But nothing could have
Cameron
prepared.
Diaz. That's how he keeps pronouncing it. Oh, Cameron Diaz.
What was that movie? What was that movie she was in? Something About Mary. I love that line.
You could have had the hair thing.
saying that North Koreans would give you a blowjob for a wee fit was hilarious. And the Joe Biden jokes still hilarious to me. And the North Korea jokes hilarious. This movie does some things that I'm just like, yeah, it's fucking hilarious. But then I'm just like, what in the entire fuck is the second half of this movie? It turns into a whole tonal shift, but it all comes together and worth it for that Eminem scene with all the Norm Macdonald cameo and all the fuckers that show up in that moment. It was
Paris Silverman when she's like, most guys think fucking me would be great, but usually it's like, I just like I shit myself. I'm like, oh my god.
But yeah. I'm glad
I said to myself out loud, I was like, it wouldn't be right if she didn't make a cameo somewhere in this movie. This is very fitting.
I watched the movie immediately after you stated it, and then before we recorded, went back and rewatched all the way up until Scary Micah Die Hard face doctor tells him that he was getting better, and then I hit pause and I was like, yep, and he dies. Just right before he said that he was getting better, he just came in with his scary face about to give him the news,
and that's the end of the movie.
Yep. But it's so worth it, but it's also just like, what the fuck, especially the moment like when he's driving at Seth Rogen is like, you're gonna die. I'm just like, this movie could go in two completely different routes, and it decided to be really fucking sad instead. So
yeah. And Jason Schwartzman, man, the scene where they're at the Thanksgiving dinner and they're just arguing, and then Seth Rogen just brings up him fucking the neighbor again, and he just stands there and he's like, what? I was just like, I don't know why. I was like, perfect casting.
Freakishly skinny
Pilgrims, Indians, please.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, the one-liners in this movie really got me.
The fact that he did the music for this too is crazy. And also, Janis Kaminski did the cinematography. I just want to shout that out.
When I saw his name in the credits, I was like, what the fuck? Like,
and then some scenes are just downright gorgeous, and I'm like, why? And I'm like, oh yeah, him.
Before I say anything else, the single greatest part of this movie, to me, is the fact that Janusz Kaminski shot the scene where Seth Rogen is making the jokes to the girl at the bar about the Holocaust, and he is the man that shot Schindler's List. The fact that the cinematographer of Schindler's List shot that scene is the single greatest part of this movie to me, and you can't tell me otherwise.
I almost broke down though during the playlist scene where he's just like playing those stupid ass songs for him, and then he finally finds that song that just like
Well, it's funny. I forgot that it was Warren Zevon that he
yeah.
played, and so I was playing. I was like going through the scene in my head, and I'm like, "What if he's like, oh yeah, Warren Zevon, he died too." But then he just plays them, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot that that's the song because it's been forever." But I was like, "Yeah, so good
I
Warren
had
Zevon
fond
song."
memories then, and I have fond memories now.
And
Just
Jonah
much
Hill,
sadder
I
memories.
think maybe the line that broke me the most was Jonah Hill just being like, "Hey, it's not my fault that your grandpa's playing backgammon with Hitler in hell right now."
God, that was a good one.
That shit actually got me.
Uh,
um, but here's what I will say. I'm gonna tell everyone a little story out there. It is quite a fascinating tale. Once upon a time, there was a man named Judd Apatow, and he was a hot name in the comedy scene. And he directed two of the greatest comedy movies ever made, 40-Year-Old Virgin and Knocked Up, back to back. And it looked like this guy was going to be the next big thing. He was, one of the hottest new names out there. And then he, his directorial career kind of simmered out a little bit. And if you're wondering how we got from point A to point B, this movie is the answer. Because it's not great. It's not very good. It audiences realized it at the time, and I think they still do now, that this movie is lazy, it is dumb, and it is not great. It's not a terrible movie, but I am very sorry to say, gentlemen,
it,
the streak is over.
I knew it. I knew it. When I picked this, I was like, the streak's probably going to end with this one, but I'm
I'm
okay.
very sorry to say
no.
that this has officially ended our streak. And I'm going to tell you something. Honestly, the first half of this movie was not great. It really wasn't even that good, but it wasn't bad. It was fine. I was invested enough in the story to where I was like, okay, like I'm invested enough. It's fine. It's not the best. And there were little moments, little individual scenes or jokes that were making me laugh. And I'm like, okay, like it's not terrible. Adam Sandler's doing a great job. Seth Rogen's doing a great job. All the actors are trying their best. Jason Schwartzman and Jonah Hill are actually pretty funny in a lot of scenes. I'm just like, okay, it's fine. And then, yeah, once the second half of the movie starts and the Leslie Mann, Eric Bana story kicks in, I checked the fuck out. I was just like, for the first half of the movie, I was with it. I was sticking with it. However, kind of mediocre I thought it was, I was still with it. And that second half, I every 10 minutes I kept pausing the movie and I was just like, God damn, there's still 50 minutes left in this fucking movie. Jesus fucking Christ. And it's a common criticism of Judd Apatow's movies because typically the rule is if it's a comedy, it's supposed to be a tight hour and a half. If you go too much over that, it's not a good sign. No one told him that rule because all of his movies are 2.5 hours long usually. The difference is that in 40-Year-Old Virgin and Knocked Up, he managed to get away with it for many reasons. One being his movies usually are kind of more dramedies than comedies, which this one also is. But he didn't balance those two things as well here. It's just like very tonally all over the place. It's not very well directed. The jokes, there are funny jokes at points, but overall, I just thought the writing was really lazy and just kind of like by the end of the movie, you got to understand. I wanted it to be over because I was really goddamn bored with it. Like by the end of the movie, I was like, God fucking damn it, how much longer of this shit do we have left? I'm fucking over it. And when the last scene came up, I was so mad because it was the laziest fucking ending I've ever seen in my life. I was just like, that's it. I was like, I should be happy right now, but that's fucking it. That's the last scene in the movie. Like, he didn't learn anything. He just comes back and they're friends again, and they just, that's fuck. It annoyed me to death, but you know, I it,
Were you not here for the Rastafarian, Jamaican, Australian, British accent that she had for that
You want to
entire
know?
30-second scene?
No, it was not.
Talking about sweeping
It was
the
literally at
hooker's
that
pubes
moment.
off onto his lap.
At that moment when she's doing the accent, I was like, "What the fuck are we doing? Like, what is this? Like, goddamn! I mean, we've crossed the line into just absurd territory here." And I don't know.
I don't
It
know
was.
if you would have
I
liked
I
it.
also got to say, I like literally almost died when Eric Bana like jump scare to end all jump scares. His name was in the opening credits,
Matt
but I
even
fucking
specified he picked
forgot.
this because he wants Eric Bana back.
Yeah, that was the only reason why I
I
picked this movie.
fucking forgot that his name was in the credits. So when he walked into the scene, literally, I almost had a heart attack. I was like, "Oh my fucking god!" Was not expecting him
I
whatsoever.
can't wait to wreck the streak further next episode because I already know what I'm picking.
Well,
Well, like, see, I see. Originally, I was going to pick this movie, and then because John Leguizamo was in it, but then I realized that if I pick funny people to go with Eric Bana, then I can still pick this other movie because Jason Schwartzman's also in it.
I
Sam,
see.
you know what it is.
If it's what I think it is, we're in for a time.
hmm
Okay.
We're going to
So
be
a
in for
movie
a
that
time.
Jason Schwartzman is in.
And John Leguizamo are both in it.
That's wild.
I hope
It's
it's
on
not.
Hulu, so we're about to have some fun.
We'll see. Well, yeah,
Jackson,
because
I think you're going to hate
I
it.
think
now
you
that
would
the
have.
streak is broken, I think there's been we've all been trying to keep it together and not pick anything too terrible. But now that it's broken, we've opened
It's free
Pandora's
reign.
box, I feel like, and
Yes.
some bad things are going to come to light. And I've gotten a little
We're going
too
to get back to our hateful selves.
I've gotten a little too comfortable recently, and I think you both are gonna. But then I'm gonna start throwing curveballs in pretty soon myself.
Jackson,
So
I think you would have enjoyed my dream version of Funny People more because I had a few days ago I had a dream where part of it I had a DVD copy of this, but it was George Carlin and then Adam Sandler was Seth Rogen's character, and I think you potentially that was the one meant for you.
mm, maybe so.
I had a weird dream the other night. Just not related at all, but I had to
Was
mention
it
it.
a Monica Bellucci dream or Lewinsky?
No.
A
It was
Monica
like some
Lewinsky dream.
sci-fi western shit where these two robots that live in like the mayor's house, who's like from another planet, are voiced by Gene Wilder and Cat Williams. And it's funny because I think it was Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor, but somehow Richard Pryor in my brain got like transformed into Cat Williams, and I
I
said,
guess they all just look the same to you, Matt.
I guess well they sound the same too apparently, but no, because I was like, this honestly would be hilarious.
Unrelated, I've been watching a lot of Richard Pryor stand up recently, and it's been fun.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
But
he's a goat.
yeah, very much so. But no, I'm in a way I am kind of glad you picked this, Matt, because this is a movie I had always been curious about. It's one of those movies where the story is kind of more interesting than the movie itself, because I just know that this was like kind of the movie that kind of derailed Judd Apatow's directing career for a minute, because I just always found it interesting because it's like obviously his first two movies were gigantic fucking phenomenon hits, and then this one, you'd think riding off that wave, this one would have been a hit too. But I think honestly, I think the reason it wasn't is because the fucking word of mouth was just not positive about it like the other two were, and it just wasn't as good of a movie. And I just find it interesting, kind of seeing like I don't know what he chose to do after the success of those two movies. Because like the thing about Judd Apatow is like you look at his directing career, because I'm just gonna say it, bro is mostly famous for putting his name on other people's shit, and it's just kind of like most of the time you hear his name attached to something, it's as a producer, and he's revered as a director, but mainly for his first two movies. Most of kind of what he's done since has been hit or miss. It's not to say he hasn't had other good movies. Trainwreck I enjoyed, and I heard The King of Staten Island is good. I'd like to see that. But his directing career never kind of lived up to the promise that his first two movies set, and I don't know, it's kind of just interesting seeing like where he kind of started to be more inconsistent with this one. And also interesting again, I appreciate like Adam Sandler kind of making fun of himself, because those movies they're showing on the TVs, I'm like, these are literally just movies that he would make. Like they're getting all of
I liked
these.
how Elizabeth Banks was in like two of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, like all the famous people they got to cameo was fucking crazy.
Justin Long, yeah.
Yeah, Justin Long being in one, yeah. and fucking all kinds of people.
Hard
But
tangent, but I met someone at a bar the other day who was like, Die Hard 4 is undoubtedly the best one because of Justin Long. And I was like, hell yes, I am here for this opinion
That's a
and I
take.
will support you.
I mean, I like four. I think four is where it stops being good, or five is technically where it stops being good. Four is not bad. People shit on four, and I'm like, four is
yes,
not
it is.
bad,
But
guys.
that's okay.
Kevin Smith's in four.
And his scene is the only good scene in the movie because
It's
he
because he
wrote
wrote it. Yeah, I was about to say because he wrote it, but
it.
also
I will, and I
I still
legitimately,
love the car versus helicopter.
it's not even just like because I'm a fan of Kevin Smith. I remember watching that movie for the first time, not knowing that he wrote his own scene, and literally saying to myself, God damn, okay, this scene is really good. Like the writing just got a lot better all of a sudden. And then I found out, like, oh, okay, of course, because he wrote it. But yeah, it was something. I definitely was like, I wanted to like it. I really
Yeah,
did.
the heat is
I
on
really did.
because I put my pick last because I was thinking mine would be the one that would snap the streak in half. But
No, I like Stick It. I mean, I kind of
the
figured
heat
funny
is
people.
on.
I'd be more surprised if Jackson liked this movie, but I said fuck it. I'm going with it because I want to test the waters here. We're getting too
Well,
The
I
close.
mean,
burner's not
and
off, but my hand
sometimes
is
you
hovering
gotta,
over now.
because when you pick this, like I knew that this was a risky choice, but it seemed like you put your best foot forward at least,
I still do love this movie. Like I don't like. I mean, I love it in a certain sense, like more of a nostalgic sense. And I think it's a good timepiece for where comedy was at the time because of the amount of dick and ball jokes I was getting.
Well,
Like,
it's weird because that's
but I was like, I
another
feel like that
thing.
was the thing back in the day, though. I remember that. At
It
least maybe it's because we're
The
juveniles,
MySpace
but
scene was fun.
yeah,
it's
Tom being
weird. It's weird because like I've always heard that this was supposed to be like Judd Apatow's like love letter to stand up. That was like the whole intention. And I'm like, okay, but that's only kind of a minimal part of the movie. Like so much of it has nothing to do with that. And it's weird because I just feel like there were a lot of good ideas for a story here, and they all just kind of got muddled and just not fully realized enough. And I don't know. It
I
was
mean, I
it,
feel like the Thanksgiving scene is like a great scene with Adam Sandler's like monologue where he's like, I'm pretty sure he's talking about Chris Farley when he's like, some of them are dead. I
Mhm.
think he was like, I like felt Chris Farley in that scene
Well,
when he was
that's
talking
another
about
thing that I
I'm
didn't
like,
realize until I watched this was I didn't realize Adam Sandler was that much older than Seth Rogen because he keeps pointing out like, God, I'm so much fucking older than you guys, and I'm like, is he that much older than Seth Rogen? And he is. I didn't realize Adam Sandler was 59. Like that's fucking crazy. Seth Rogen's only 44, so they're 15 years apart. So I'm just like, God damn, okay, I didn't realize that.
yep.
But yeah, and I think like it's weird that I keep using this as the example for certain things recently. But you know how in like a lot of Family Guy episodes, it's like the first half of the episode and the second half of the episode have nothing to do with each other, and there's like a loose thing in the middle that kind of connects them. That's basically this movie, like in a nutshell.
I don't know. I didn't mind the second half as much this time. I think I minded it more in college when I watched it, and I was like, "Wow, this is literally two different movies. Like they should have just picked a side and like chose one."
Or
But I
like
didn't mind
found
it
a
as
way
much
to
this time.
blend them together better, you know?
I didn't think she needed to be in it at all, in my opinion. I think it should have morally focused on like him and Seth Rogen the whole
I mean,
time.
it does say something that, I mean, that's his wife, and he probably just wanted to write a bigger part for her. So he
Yeah.
made the entire second half of the movie about her. So,
We needed the polar opposite Eric Bana performances. So
But I loved him just tackling the shit out of him, like when he just boom rugby tackles him.
oh, him
and I'm gonna be
explaining
honest, he
footsies
was a
was
standout in
hilarious.
this. He was. I didn't think he could do comedy that well. He was really goddamn funny. Like
It's
in
that
all of
high
the scenes
energy
where
he
he's just
brings.
like, "Oh no, mate, this is a journey that you got to go on." I'm just
Yeah.
like, no, this is he's
And
killing it.
I love when Seth Rogen finds out that he's her husband and he steps behind Adam Sandler and grabs his back because he's like, "You're gonna be my shield." Between when he finds out you've been going down on his wife.
To Leslie Mann too. She was, even though her part in the movie was pretty extraneous. She's always great. I love her. It would be weird not to see her in a Judd Apatow movie, because she's always got to be there somewhere. But
I think my favorite aspect was the like roommate friendship between Jason Schwartzman and Jonah Hill.
and again,
Those guys.
I should take a minute to say some positive things because there were a lot of, especially those scenes. I love the parts between the three of them where he's just like fucking when he and Jonah Hill are yelling at each other, and he's like, I didn't want you. He's like, oh, okay, well, fuck you, man. I don't give a shit. And just like all that good stuff.
Him leaving
Or
his
when he's on the
55
phone
million
with
dollar
Jason
check.
Schwartzman, and then he's like, and I'm also listening.
Yep, that was funny. And then just like
I'm thinking of the scene
fucking
when
I
he
gave
tells
you
him,
dude, I told you I was gonna give you 10 days. I gave you 3 weeks. I mean, what do you want from me,
Yeah.
me, it's him like breaking down when he finds out that George Simmons is sick and is like, I knew this lady who confided in me in this, and I was just like, God damn, you were spitballing this fucking shit in the
And
best way.
I love too, because like there were certain parts of the story that I was like I did care about, because every time they showed the Yo Teach thing, I just was rolling my eyes and just like, this is the worst show ever. I just love the scene where he asked the little girl like, do you like this show? No, this show sucks. And I was like, goddamn right, little girl, it sure is.
But all worth it to
So,
give Bo his career start.
Yes.
yeah, that was wild seeing him there.
Named Bo in the movie, in the show too, in the show, in the movie,
Indeed.
but not in a
Aubrey
regular way
Plaza
in the
was
show,
funny
the
too.
movie.
Yeah.
Um,
There's some. I mean, honestly, the stand-up scene also that got me was I might have missed this. This could be in the unrated version, but I don't think so. When they're talking about like Will Smith, Tom
Yep,
Cruise,
that was in the version I
yep,
saw. Yep.
and somebody who I can't remember who else, like touching
David
tips.
Beckham.
David Beckham, yeah, just touching tips. I was like, I don't know why this scene got me as a kid, and it kind of got me this time. I was like, okay,
Aubrey
this is kind of fun.
Plaza's scene where she's talking about, I'm sick of rappers always telling me what to do, like I'm gonna start telling them what to do. I was like, that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
seeing her at her like earliest playing the same shtick that she did for 15 years was wild.
Well, okay, so we didn't bring up. Well, we're about to bring this up. The first scene, which is the home footage of Judd Apatow, Adam Sandler, and as we also see Janine Garofalo hanging out, just doing prank calls.
And Ben
That's
Stiller.
who Audrey Plaza was based on, was like Janine Garofalo, and she knew that, and so she played her like that. And I was like, that makes a lot of sense. But I love that opening scene though, because like honestly, just that opening scene of them legit just having a good time in their fucking like apartment, just prank calling people, like
Which
just
is
warms
real.
my heart. Huh?
Apparently that's real footage from
Yeah, that's yeah.
The first half of this movie almost could have literally been the death of Adam Sandler, the comedian, and then taken it full throttle into Adam Sandler, the serious man, and then lo and behold, we would get to Uncut Gems 10 years
Well,
later.
that's how I knew Adam Sandler was always like, because like I know I'd seen his other movies, but when I saw this, I was like, I know he can act. I know he like knows what
Going
he's
from
doing.
this to Father's Boy, like fucking shoot me in the
Well,
goddamn skull.
he went from like Uncut Gems to Hubie Halloween.
Yeah. Well, that's
He's
because he
always
didn't win the
gotta,
Oscar. He
you
said he
know.
was going to fuck up everything if he didn't get the Oscar. So
He did. He did.
and he-
I mean, to be fair, I think I liked him a lot in Jay Kelly. I've only seen half of that movie, but I liked him a lot so far. And
The
I'm like,
movie
he
itself is ungodly fucking boring, but he's really good in it the whole way through. He's the thing about Adam Sandler, man. He is a fucking goated actor. Like so many of his movies are fucking awful, but like when he
I'm gonna
locks in,
stand
he
for the
locks
ridiculous
in.
six.
Well, it's funny because he mentioned a performance worth of Daniel Day-Lewis in this movie, and then Daniel Day-Lewis has contacted him after Uncut Gems. And then that's not the only foreshadowing they did. They also said Robin Williams slitting his wrists.
That one fucked.
And I was like, no.
That one
That
fucked.
is-
And then having Norm Macdonald in the scene where they're celebrating his life after being dead, I was like, no way.
Well, I just Norm
That was like
Macdonald
3 in a
being
row.
there, and I was like, "That's a guy who actually died of leukemia." I was like, the foreshadowing in this movie is fucking. The
Heavy.
Robin Williams one fucked me up. As soon as he said that, I was like, "Oh my god, wow!"
Well, because before, back in 2009, that joke is just ha ha ha.
Mhm.
And now we're just like,
And now I'm like, "Oh wow."
yep.
But yeah, a lot of crazy. And yes, the Eminem Ray Romano cameo was fucking hilarious. That was I did not see that coming whatsoever.
The sheer fact that Seth Rogen was the one that took the picture, but he chose Ray to be like, I got a problem with you.
Yep. And I hope Raymond is going to email that to me.
He's like, "What is it? This is why I never leave the fucking house."
and then he's like, do you want me to show you my ass, Ray? Do you want me to bend over and like show you my ass? And then Seth Rogen has to tell him like, say no.
Yeah.
Like, I just thought it was like, that's just funny as shit.
This movie does have its moments. I also do like. I assume that was Adam Sandler improvising in the doctor's office. Like, I'm just expecting you to, end every sentence with "Goodbye, Mr. Bond" or something like
Yeah,
that.
that was a great one.
And then when they're at the bar and the dude goes, "Yippee ki motherfucker!" you
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
I was like, honestly, I love this relationship.
yeah.
A
It
good
definitely,
doctor at the
again,
end of the
it
day.
had its moments here and there, but yeah, overall, it didn't quite work, and really, it was that second half. I swear to God, it just dragged so fucking much, and just really should not have
It really
existed.
was the realization of about an hour and 15 minutes in, pausing and being like, "Oh, I still got a whole movie left."
See, I was smart. I split it up. I paused it right when it became the second movie.
Or-
I went to bed. I woke up and then I started it again.
Honestly,
Like, and I finished it. And I was like, honestly, it wasn't that bad that way doing it that way.
that's a good move. That is the way to watch this, or just turn it off after the first half.
Yeah,
Or
do
the
what
dude
Sam
comes
did.
in to tell him the new results.
Yeah, like
I
that's
was kind of expecting him to get worse and die at the end, but I kind of like the.
I 100% thought he was going to get sick again and die. And when he didn't, I'm just like, okay, so what? Like, this really is just a whole different movie now.
Yeah.
I thought for sure that Seth Rogen there was going to be a storyline where he fell in love with Leslie Mann and Adam Sandler was going to get pissed off and it was going to be a love triangle. I thought that's where it was going, to be honest. But no.
I also like how they
Um,
made fun of Seth Rogen getting skinny.
Yeah.
yep. Yep. And calling Jonah Hill the fatter version of him, which is what
Yeah.
everybody always
Was
says
great.
anyway. Less than a minute.
Oh,
All right, before I stop it, Jason Schwartzman wiping the fake tears with the $25,000 check killed me.
yeah.
So, are we done with funny people? Sorry, I got
I think so.
sidetracked.
I mean, I'm still on the side that I enjoyed it, and I think it's at least
Yeah.
maybe because I saw it as a young person, I got to like enjoy it more. Maybe back in 2009 for like a 12-year-old, this movie.
Well, and I
Why did I freeze? What is wrong with me? Let me text him.
All right, Sam, I
There
think
we
you're
go.
back.
Fucking Christ.
But yeah,
Yeah,
uh,
but the story of like I knew for a fact I was like this seems very much like the kind of movie Matt would enjoy and I can see this that story you told earlier was fitting. I can very much see this being something that, you would have shown either of us back in like 2012 or 13, at your house and just like
Really?
sat down and enjoyed and laughed at a lot. And
It was
I
that
probably
bad?
maybe I would have enjoyed this more back then, maybe not. I don't know.
Matt,
I
But
think we would have
what's
had.
the
I don't know.
Kevin Spacey Kiki Palmer movie?
Oh, Shrink.
Yes, we
That's gonna
double
be on the
featured.
seat. This is.
We
I'm gonna
double
pick
featured that and funny people. So
interesting.
Shrink. Is I'm gonna pick it, and you're probably gonna hate it, but
I've never heard of that. That's an interesting
really,
take. Yeah.
okay, okay. I feel like I don't know. It's an interesting movie.
God. With the release of Odyssey, the Pandora's box, other piece of Greek mythology has been opened. I'm gonna have the only way to fight fire is with fire. I'm gonna have to pick some questionable movies myself just to try to keep up.
I mean, shit. If Shrink's on something, I might just. I don't know.
Oh God, help me.
drop the
That
bomb.
next.
There's
Yeah,
one somewhere.
it was interesting. It was definitely interesting for sure.
Glad I
Oh
got to
yeah.
watch it. But
I mean, at least you didn't like hate it. Hate it. You. It was. I was kind of worried you're gonna hate it. Hate it. You.
I
You have a
hated
very
I didn't hate
understandable.
it. I didn't hate it, but I disliked it enough that I do consider it like having broken the streak. So,
hmm.
which there have been movies we've had on recently where I didn't really like them that much, but I liked them enough to not count it as like a negative, like but
And I think you said enough positive things about this that I was surprised. So
It's
that's
it's the second half just dragged so goddamn much. That's what it was. It was that plus the fact that the first half already wasn't that good to begin with, but it had enough positives. But then goddamn, I just every 10 minutes in that second half, I kept fucking pausing it to see how much time was left. I was just not fucking with it whatsoever. If it was just an hour shorter, then yeah, I probably would just be like, oh, it was fine. But fuck, I mean, honestly, the second half just was not a fan. So
Well, on that note, we will see.
I floored it. I didn't stick it.
God damn you, fuck you. We're gonna see with my fucking up Wi-Fi if I can stick the landing of this third pick this episode. Because ladies and gentlemen, if you will, please picture this. It's 2006. Your name is Jessica Bendinger. You just got hot off of Bring It On, and you just kept going. You wrote The First Daughter. You wrote some other really good things, but you had never directed before. So what happens when you bring together the minds of the stunt people behind funny people, funny enough, Logan, Blood In, Blood Out, the Spider-Man films, all together to tell a tale, a very, very personal tale, a tale that we all can relate to in some ways, and in many ways we can't. The tale of a young girl who has been in and out with the law because she needs the thrill, the adrenaline of life. And lo and behold, this girl is, if I can pronounce her name right, because Missy Peregrine? Peregrine? Peregrine. There we go. Anywho.
Close enough that I won't count it, but you're on thin ice, Sam.
Yeah. You're Haley Graham. I'll just say that.
She's Hillary Swank, but like 3 points hotter.
The Hillary Swank I will accept in my life.
That's a very accurate description, Matt.
But you're an ex-gymnast, world-class gymnast, who has their whole life gone down because her mother was stooping her fucking coach and got a divorce and fucked up her whole life. And so, but there ain't no stepdaddy stepping in and fucking beating the shit out of those Italians to stop them from beating you to death. And so, you're going to be surrounded by something that I really appreciate on this cast. Very, very small roles of people who have been on this cast before as background people. We got John Capelios from The Shadow. And from Stand and Deliver, we got a fucking Riff H. I know it starts with an H. I don't remember the last name. But he was one of the school students in Stand and Deliver. And from Gilmore Girls, we got Brian Gaddis coming in, bringing in the heat. But,
do you know what's funny?
Is any one of those guys the janitor from Breakfast Club? Because that's the guy I know.
It's John Capellos, yeah.
Yep.
Yes, he is in this.
And then John Grease, of course, who was in The Rundown.
Yes, John Grease.
Who's only in the beginning of the movie for some reason. And Sam, I just want to say this. I don't know how I sensed it. I don't know how, but I sensed there is someone in this movie, and I don't know who it is, but there's someone in this movie that was in Gilmore Girls somehow. I don't know who it is, but I trust Sam just knows how to pick a movie with a Gilmore Girls actor.
Jackson's got a faint Gilmore Girls like alarm in his head now because he's growing, and it's like it finally went off.
I said, I guarantee you, one of these actors we're gonna get on the cast, and Sam is gonna say this person was in Gilmore Girls.
But yes, lo and behold, I need to get to the plot because I always fucking push it off in some random direction. You are fucking badass on a goddamn bike, and you ain't gonna let no skateboarders show you up. But in the process, you fucking fly through the side of a construction house, causing a fucking dickload of damages. And so,
a dickload.
Quite the dickload. It's either jail time or you're going back into that gymnastics world. And while you don't want to do it, there's only one man that can take you to the top. The one man who, after dying of a stroke and seizure earlier this season, has returned full form to jump on a trampoline and thus once again break his body down in one half. The man, the myth, the legend, Jeff goddamn.
Oh, Bridges.
I was going to say Bo Bridges as a joke, but...
Did you see my review?
Yeah,
no,
I did.
My review literally is Jeff Bridges is out here looking like Bo Bridges in this movie.
I literally, one of the first things I was going to say was like, I've never in my life mistook Jeff Bridges or Bo Bridges for Jeff Bridges until this movie, and it took me a minute to get comfortable with
I'm
this.
glad I'm not the only one. Like
Yes.
if his name hadn't been in the credits, I would have been like Bo Bridges.
Yes.
But it was Jeff.
Composer of Daddy, would you like some sausage? Michael Simpson, composer of the movie that we shall not name, starring Brad Pitt and Edward Norton. Yeah, you're on the fucking ride of your life. You're gonna get back into shape because it's fucking hard, and this movie's gonna have a great narration for the first half, and then drop it all in the second half, and you lose it, which kind of sucks. But you're gonna have fun, and you're gonna get to the top.
That's because they control the narrative, Sam. They control the results.
Control the narrative.
We didn't need a VO for that.
Fuck the judges.
It's wild because you get the drama of all the old gym people, you get the drama of the new gym people, you get this girl just trying to figure out her goddamn life and have fun and learn how to live again and remember who she was as a person, and you got some fucking schmuck who comes in and says he was the person who caused all your fame, but really he was the dude sticking it in your mommy. And so it's like you gotta fucking find some way to win, and the girls band together in the best heartwarming way you can.
That was the real stick in it right
The
there.
real stick in it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm sorry I could not watch a 2 hour and 44 minute porn film that would have made my head explode. I needed this,
I'm so glad you picked this, Sam.
and I had.
I'm glad for the sake of my time because that would have killed my time.
And I hope I stuck the landing because either way, I'm sticking this one. Cheers, y'all.
And by the way,
Sam,
just so we can get this joke out of the way. The XXX porn parody of this is "Stick It In."
Well, Sam, that was a good picture of this, but I am going to deduct 5 points because your bra was showing.
Oh, that's okay. I got a lot more to show by the end of this show.
Oh, okay.
You're finally.
But Matt, I'll let you go first.
It's called the high bar.
You'd be like that guy from the last Olympics whose dick hit the pole, and that's what caused him to lose.
Yo, sorry, side note, when she fucking drops and fucking hits her crotch on that pole, I felt that shit in my spine.
Hey, Sam,
Yeah?
can you tell Jackson that Funny People is a masterpiece and one of Judd Apatow's best movies?
Hey Jackson, I think that you should know that Funny People is a masterpiece and one of Judd Apatow's
Yeah,
best
I
movies.
heard him, Sam.
He hates that.
I mean, like, if you keep this up, I'm gonna get a cardio vasectomy.
God, that shit.
So, yes, that bit just proved why I love this movie so much. Is like it goes like the directing is crazy. There's some trippy ass scenes. I thought it was very well shot. Like for what it was, like which is not what like it kept changing what I was expecting of it, which was what I liked about it. But the fucking
Cinematographer
like, chemistry. The chemistry between all the characters, especially the gymnast girls, and like those scenes cracked me the fuck up so hard. It was like I woke up super early. It was like 8 a.m. on a Sunday. I was chilling on the couch watching this movie, not expecting much of it. I thought it was about hockey. That's how little I knew about the movie. And honestly, it tracked up until she went back to gym school. When she was like in the beginning, when she was running away from the police and shit, I was like, oh yeah, this could be about like hockey still somehow.
Well, that makes more sense that you would think that than when Sam thought that Hoosiers was about hockey for some fucking reason.
Well, all I saw was the poster.
When the fucking cover is of a fucking basketball, but you know,
right? No, I was saying for like it was like the poster, and I'm like, this poster does not at all show the movie whatsoever, in my opinion. But I still really enjoyed it. I loved the fucking set design of the gym, the red and the white. That second story where his office was, I felt very 90s, like early 2000s in a way, and I just really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed the style of this movie, the punk rockness of it. Especially about being, you know, gymnast style. But again, just the interaction between the girls, so great. I loved each and every personality. I was like, this is fun.
And that dude was right. Being is never a bad thing, motherfucker. Even
her
if you are
friends were
gay,
just
because
killing it. Yep. But no, I really liked the direction of this movie too, though. Like I said, the shots were kind of crazy, and some of the gymnast stuff where they like combine them all together. I
Oh
thought
yeah,
that was really cool. Yeah, I was like some
mirror
cool
scene.
shots there, a little wild. I enjoyed it. Uh, so yeah, I really had fun with this one. So thank you for picking it. But
Thanks, Stuart.
Jackson,
I came home pissed as fuck at work, and she was just like, "I'm putting this on," and I did not know Jeff Bridges was in it, and I was fucking locked in. So
Um, yeah, it was interesting because I was like, oh God, Sam is throwing like he even said it himself in the group chat. He was like, this is my biggest curveball of the season. And I think it was a risk, but at the end of the day, I fucking hated this movie.
Oh, sorry.
If
This is the biggest streak
Oh,
breakdown that I've ever
if
imagined.
oh,
if funny people broke the streak, then this movie fucking bludgeoned it to death. And I just literally and here's the difference. Matt, I feel like genuinely put his best foot forward with funny people. Sam, you knew good and goddamn well what you did with this, and you should be ashamed of yourself. And I demand an apology from you, sir, for actually getting this on the goddamn show and making me watch it. This movie felt like it was fucking 3 hours long. I swear to God, I just was like, I'm still watching this. Goddamn, how is there still fucking 30 minutes left in this fucking movie? It is so badly directed. It is so badly written. It is so goddamn just to save my life. If you put a gun to my head and told me to give a shit about anything that was happening, I couldn't fucking do it. I just, I'm not about it. It was absolute just nonsense. It was a complete waste of time. The complete and utter lack of caring or understanding on my part. And this is not a movie that it should be hard for me to fucking follow. But I'm literally just sitting here like, what the fuck is happening now? I don't fucking care. Like, god damn. I really don't have much more to say about it than that, to be honest with you. I just, no, I'm not about it whatsoever.
Wow, I really
Not at
wasn't
all.
expecting this one to be as harsh as it was. This
Not at
is
all.
kind of
Just
funny to me.
really genuinely. And look, I was a mark for this. I am a sucker, as we have learned over the course of the last few seasons, for a cheesy, maybe not that great, but still fun and charming 2000s fucking movie like this. I was like ready to we did the Lizzie McGuire movie, we did the sweetest thing, we did all this kind of shit, and I had fun with it, and I liked it. I had a fun time. So don't this isn't me just being a hater. This isn't me just being fucking too high and mighty. This was ass. And I did appreciate it.
I think we've actually pushed Jackson too far because it's like he's been like I can like this
no,
one. He watching me be like I can like this
the
one,
Beast.
and then we finally got to the point where he's
Now,
like I can't even do it.
No,
this was
this one
the lockpick that cracked Pandora's box open. I'm about to take the sledgehammer and hit that crowbar so hard that it flies fucking open. We're about to see a whole different. My 1% streak has now begun. I'm going to tarnish everything I have done in the first season or first.
Well, I already know my next pick is going to be a controversial one at best.
oh
I
man.
am sorry, Jackson, for putting you through it. I do not apologize for the movie because I had a great time with it, but the fact that you had such a bad time, I do feel bad about. Because
I
I thought
just
between the three
I
of
mean,
us,
I
we
had a
would like
fun
it the
time.
most because this seemed like the most oh, Jackson kind of likes these kind of movies. It could be a good time. It has Jeff Bridges. Let's fucking go. I did
I
not.
didn't even hate it. It was just a waste of time. It was just fucking boring as shit. I was just like, God damn, this is still on. It took me half the day to watch this movie, I swear to Christ. Like, I never,
What's that Tommy
ever.
Lee Jones sorority movie where he's the hen mother? That might be my next one.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
That
That
just
might.
sounds interesting in general.
Wait, no. It's like Warden something. No,
I'm not sure.
I'm gonna look it up. I know
But
what you're talking about.
Natural Born Killers.
Yes.
He's a warden in that movie. But yeah,
Tommy
no.
Lee Jones, Man of the House.
Man of the House. Yeah.
Jackson, have you ever seen this?
I've never even heard of it.
I've seen this. I literally have seen this before. Tommy Lee Jones is the sorority leader.
He's a U.S.
Interesting.
Marshal undercover, looking for.
Literally, I just if this had been remotely just charming or well done, I would fucking have given it a pass, but I swear to God, it was such a waste of time and was so goddamn stupid. And the plot was just like, what the fuck are we even doing? There are scenes that happen that are just completely undone 5 seconds later, and you're like, so what was the point of that goddamn scene? Like,
Jackson,
they all
I had
qualify for the finals, and she's excluded. And then it's like, oh, okay, well, we'll just have a fucking competition and then she makes the team, and it's like, then what was the whole point of that last scene? And then it's like, oh, the bitchy girl doesn't get to make the cut. And then 5 seconds later, the other girl hurts herself, and the bitchy girl gets to make the team. And I'm just like, what was the fucking point of that last whole goddamn scene then? If you're
She
just gonna
broke her
undo it
vagina, man.
5 seconds later.
Jackson,
Ah,
I was Magneto and you were Kevin Bacon, and Matt was slipping off the helmet as I pushed a nail through your fucking skull. Not a coin, it was a nail.
Hey,
ah.
Jackson, I have something I want to say to you. I haven't said to anybody in a long time. I'm proud of you. You've come so far.
Oh,
Oh my God.
I'm here for it.
You know what? This has been the funniest episode ever because I kind of expected you to fully hate funny people, and I was more surprised when you were like actually complimenting a lot of it.
I
Not
have
like all
fun
of it, but
about
just
it.
a good amount. And then with this one, when you just came so hard with it, I was like,
It
no,
was also
man.
low key like you with Amelia Perez, where I'm just pissed off that Sam made me watch it. Like that you saw the movie and genuinely like thought, "Yep, I'm gonna get this on the show," knowing goddamn well.
I didn't hate it that bad though. That's why I actually did enjoy it. So that's why I'm kind of surprised because like I thought it was,
Yeah.
it's very
Normally
2000s,
this
very just like
normally
girly.
I would enjoy this kind of movie. Like we've had quite a few movies on the show in this vein that I have enjoyed, you know? And I was like, okay, this is going to be like a cheesy kind of 2000s movie about a girl who's doing gymnastics. That sounds fun. And you got the, like the pop punk music playing at the beginning and it's
Ring ding
very
ding ding
just
ding ding ding
I
yeah.
know why you didn't like this movie, Jackson. Because
Why's
the
that?
very end was very similar to another movie you didn't like, which is Silver Linings Playbook,
I'm
where
trying to
dance,
remember.
they start dancing to the punk music during like a very fancy
Oh,
dance and a very fancy dance
Yeah.
competition.
maybe
I
so.
think that's why.
Maybe
Because I
so.
thought about that when I watched this. I was like, oh, this reminds me of Silver Linings Playbook a little bit.
Maybe this is a thread that we should pull on. But
Jackson, I'm gonna start stealing your picks so you have nothing to show to this cast.
You can do what
I'm
he
gonna
did to me
secretly
last
hack
week.
your letterbox and be like, all right, that's on his watch list. I'm picking that. That's on his watch
oh,
list.
you don't know what's on my watch list because I don't have it on Letterboxd. So you don't know what I'm thinking.
The war is on.
You'll
Sam's gonna
never see me coming.
he's gonna penetrate your mind, Jackson.
My pick next week is Joker 2 Folly de Few or whatever
Oh,
the
I
fuck
will
it's
quit this
called.
podcast today. I will quit this podcast right now. If you think you two, oh boy, like
And
literally,
mine's gonna be Avatar. The
which
Mount Shyamalan one.
oh wow, no, that will be fun. That will be fun because neither of you are gonna get a fucking word in edgewise. I'm just gonna pass out from yelling.
You'll turn into a tomato and just faint.
Literally, that's exactly what's gonna happen.
If we ever want to really torture you, that's what we're gonna do, though.
Yeah. No, it sucks because I feel like we had gotten past the phase of this podcast where the whole point of it was just the two of you trying to torture me with your picks. And now I feel like we're moving back in that direction. So
We
we'll
wouldn't
see how
have
the rest
had
of the
I stuck
season
the
goes.
landing.
Yeah. But no, again, the difference is I don't feel like again, I genuinely feel like Matt was trying to put his best foot forward with his pick. I can't say the same for you,
I
sir.
was Jeff Bridges jumping on that trampoline, flying out the fucking.
I don't really have much more to say about it. It just not a fan.
Check it out. I have some things to say about it. I ran into a couple people on offhanded conversations talking about it this week, and all of them were like, I love that movie when I was a kid. I don't know if they like it now, but I know it's out there. So go vote for this movie in the goddamn poll. And
Don't vote for this movie, but vote for mine. But still,
no,
Well,
don't
It's not
definitely
a bad
vote for
one. I didn't hate
mine.
it.
I think it's safe to say I definitely had the strongest one this
Nah, the
week. So
train
vote
is
for me,
old.
please.
Nobody wants to see a black and white talkie anymore. Funny people's too sad for the audience. Give us the
Ironically,
goddamn
Sam, people do
gymnastics.
still want to see a black and white train.
XXX parody.
That was a good one on
Oh,
the fly.
goddamn. Well, that was a wild train wreck that I did not expect to unleash, but I think it is fitting that every 3 episodes I take us on this ride and I tear us to pieces and we see how far we can get before we break, and we broke. But we are coming back stronger than ever next week, folks, with some insane picks. I cannot wait for Matt's because I know it's really gonna fucking cause some problems. And I've been your host this week, Samuel Holler. Yeah, that's my name. And I was joined.
You're gonna start forgetting your own name next.
Matthew Patterson. That's
My final pick will be Benjamin Button, and I'm like the baby decrepit. What's
if you could somehow do that, and then every meeting you just get younger and younger.
No, I'm just
Like how?
I'm just gonna pick the father, and Sam is gonna just recognize that that's just him. His mind is
That
going.
movie makes me cry profusely. If you pick the father, I'm picking my left foot. By the way, that's what I want to pair with that movie. But
Okay. I might pick that later this season, so we'll see.
I'm picking I Am Sam.
please do, because I have been banned from by Stuart from picking it because she doesn't want to live with me that entire week of having seen it, and she has seen it already and doesn't A like it, B says it's too sad for her to rewatch. And then I was like, I will take this way too far.
I wanna do I Am Sam for us. I think for the people, that episode that discussion will be
That
two
might be
minutes long.
a Patreon episode
Yeah.
exclusive
We
conversation.
will have fun discussing that movie, and it will be an all-timer, but how much of
We gotta
it
pair
will
I
be
Am
two
Sam and
minutes long in
Radio.
the
We
episode.
gotta pair Radio with I Am Sam because I need to see Radio.
Sam, no, we have to watch that together. Like, I wanted to do that in the Red Roof Inn, but we didn't get to, and we need to see that together. I need to watch that with one of you in person,
Well,
whoever it is.
yep, that was it. The streak is broken, folks.
Mm-hmm.
I
R.I.P. to the
am
streak.
personally 3 for 3 this week, keeping it alive.
I'm
But
very much 1 for 3.
I'm 3 for 3,
heard. But
which
we'll
is
see how
crazy.
we'll see how the scale tips next week when we bring each other's picks to each other, and we'll see who logs off first in anger. But yeah,
Jackson's not even gonna get on.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be sick that week.
Yep.
that's fair.
You'd be like, I can't even talk about this shit.
Yeah, I'm joined by two great people. Stay tuned for the next one of them hosting as we morph our genitalia into a different shape, and one of us takes the lead. Um, it's been a 3 for 3, folks. Check out some movies.
Hell
Vote
yeah.
for fucking Summer Sam. Vote for Born on the 4th, and vote for fucking Stick It.
Don't listen to anything that he says.
Literally just disregard all of that. Vote for the Patriot.
If you
Vote
like
for
Philip
Xenon
Seymour Hoffman,
Z3. Vote for House of Games, god damn it. Vote
And
for
fuck all
House of
that shit
Games.
I
too.
can
Vote
support the
vote
House
for
of
every
Games.
movie they didn't say. Every third movie is mine. So vote for that one.
Whatever you do not vote for the Dirties. Do not vote for
Yes, do not vote for the Dirties. I will stand that.
Vote for the Dirties.
Don't vote for Independence Day. Don't
Vote for Lizzie McGuire.
I'm not even gonna try to fight the Lizzie McGuire battle. You won that hands down. That's a losing battle. But the others definitely don't vote for him.
I meant to bring this up, but Stick It also had a character who was in Pirates of Silicon Valley. One of the judges was a dude in I fucking Big Mama. I can't think of the name because they're a dead company. IBM.
Big Mama.
You can't think of the name? I'm surprised.